Clemson Sports News Live, Howard's Rock Pawcast live, folks. I'm here standing up on the elevated area, the container buildings above the Smoking Pig in Pendleton, South Carolina. The best restaurant in the entire state of South Carolina, the world famous Smoking Pig, the one you hear the guys from ESPN talk about all the time when they come into town. And then, believe me, I've had dinner at Dabo Swinney's house. Guess what he brings in? He always brings in the Smoking Pig whenever we have dinner over there. So guess what, folks? We're at the Smoking Pig here. Morris, the manager, is going to stop by a little bit later. Mr. Devers, the owner, great man, was kind enough to let us come back over here again for the second time here in the last year and do a little show here for you tonight. And tonight we're going to preview the Clemson spring football game. We're going to talk about basketball and transfers in and out of the program. We're going to talk about baseball and the success of the program and softball, tennis, a few other things. Clemson's doing really well right now in spring sports. You got a 5th-ranked track and field team, whether you know that or not. A lot going on. But basically, here just to get back in front of the mic, guys, and talk to you guys, connect back with you, let you know that things are still clicking right around here in Tigertown. Clemson Sports News, I've got my staff out there every day of the week covering the town, covering all the sports in the area, making sure we get the stuff back to you on the website and back onto our social media feeds. Be sure that you visit our sponsors. Folks like the Smoking Pig being a great example. This place is, right now, I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking over here. Everybody's playing cornhole. There's probably about 150 people in the courtyard waiting to go in and eat. They're playing putt-putt. They got a great just atmosphere going on here. It's a beautiful day. The sun's setting off to the west here over the Oconee County. And we're sitting here, like I said, on Highway 76 in Pendleton, South Carolina, on your way into Clemson. If you're in town for the football game tomorrow, stop on by here. I see a lot of orange in the area, a lot of folks wearing orange, and a lot of folks here enjoying a great meal and a great atmosphere and one of the greatest places in all South Carolina to come sit down and chill out and have a good meal. Again, Mr. Devers has got 5 locations, I think it is now, from Anderson to Easley to here and in between. So, folks, find a Smoking Pig, settle up, grab you a plate of barbecue, and just have a great meal. But in the meantime, let's talk a little bit of Clemson sports news, okay? A lot of good things going on the website. We got the spring game coverage tomorrow. I've got Charlie Lathan, our newest addition to the staff. Charlie will be this fall as our beat writer for Clemson football. Charlie will be in the press box tomorrow reporting to us after the game and getting the post-game press conference information from Dabo Swinney as they finish up the spring game tomorrow. Introverted and diminished version of a spring game because you got a lot of injuries and they're going to change the format. We'll get to that here shortly. John Garrison, our staff photographer, he's going to be on the field tomorrow collecting images. So tomorrow night we'll have post-game wrap-ups. I'll have a photo gallery so you guys can check out all the new kids on the block, so to say, the transfers, the Will Helts, the Tristan Smiths, and so on, and the freshmen Gideon Davidsons and Amari Smith. Those kind of guys, get your eyes on them and see what they look like in a uniform as we get the galleries up. No televised spring game for the first time in quite some time tomorrow. So check up with our coverage. We'll have some video clips in there as well from the game, as much as we can get, and more. But in the meantime, a lot going on with that spring game. It's a 1:00 start tomorrow in Death Valley. It's a 1:00 start. The Tigers, let's see, I got the parking lot's open at 8. Field day is what they're calling it. It starts at 9 a.m. And 11:30, you got Tiger Walk, 1 p.m. kickoff, and the end of the game, everybody's going to gather at the Paul like they always do. So things have already been set in motion. There's a little bit of a schedule there. A lot going on. Again, there's a lot of storylines that you want to check out here. I think the biggest storylines here, I mean, again, it's going to be very abbreviated. I think we'll be looking at the cohesion in the wide receiver group because you got a lot of pieces there, a lot of guys vying for playing time now, a lot of competition. You throw a Tristan Smith into the mix, and I'd like to see how him and Cape Klubnik are as far as connecting on the field in this short time they've been together. I've heard great things coming out of practice. A lot of good things coming out of practice about several players. I'll be honest with you, Gideon Davidson, David Izume, and even Adam Randall in the running back room. All 3 players are getting getting a lot of good feedback on those 3 guys coming out. But I think Gideon Davidson, the freshman running back, is somebody to really keep your eyes on. I think this kid might be your starting running back in the fall if things keep playing out as they are right now. The other thing you'll look at tomorrow, I want to see Christopher Vazina, our second-string quarterback, who's going to get some reps tomorrow. We need to see where Christopher's at in his development in this stage. He's had very limited playing time during the season last year. Very limited playing time since he's gotten to Clemson, and he's a guy you want to watch out for because if he doesn't have a great game or has a subpar spring, this is a guy you can think about and maybe be looking towards the transfer portal. Who knows? But again, Christopher Vizina, a guy you guys want to look at. Going on, let's see. There's a lot of stuff going on, folks. If you got any questions on Facebook, if you see us on Facebook Live right now or on Twitter, throw your questions down in the comment section, and we'll be glad to answer them for you. We got you guys right here. We'll take care of that for you. Anything else you'd like to know, you can always choose a question, IM us, DM us, whatever you want to do. We'll get it back to you. You can always go back to the website. A lot of the stuff is on there. The whole spring game, there's guys that won't be playing this weekend. I'll give you a good example. Some of the injuries we got. Jay Haynes obviously is still recuperating from the ACL tear from the ACC championship game. Tristan Lee is a guy that's not going to be playing this weekend. Here, your starting left tackle. And that's okay. You got lots of guys in there that need to get reps, so they're going to get those guys in there. But other notable players, Cole Turner won't be playing. Let's see. There's a few others. I'll have to get my list out here. I just can't even find it right here right now. But the guys to look out for this weekend. Like I said, we'll talk about again. Amari Adams, the freshman from Florence. This kid is literally taken over practice and became a man among men. And we're hearing a lot of good things about him. And this guy might be fine for a starting spot come game number 1 the way it stands. I mean, he's really pushing the other guys in that group hard and creating a lot of competition inside that group, which is great, which is really great. Another guy, Tristan Smith, the transfer, the wide receiver. Again, I talked about the size, 6'5". A guy that you need to go up and get those 50-50 balls. We've missed that guy since the Mike Williamses have left, the T. Higgins left. Those guys have not existed at Clemson in quite some time, and that was the forte of that wide receiver U group that Jeff Scott was able to put together from 2005 to about 2016. Was he had a bunch of core guys that when they stepped off the bus, they scared every defensive back on the field. Just watching them walk off the bus at 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", 205, 210, 215. I mean, just big space eaters that could go up and compete for footballs. Haven't had those kind of athletes around here lately. Looks like they're starting to show back up. You got some guys with size. I heard that Brian Wesco's put on a good 15 pounds of muscle since the spring. That only bodes well for him in those same situations. Tristan Smith, again, a guy 6'5" already that's already over 215 pounds. This kid is already playing that kind of ball. That's what he came in town doing, was specializing in 50-50 balls, going up competing for footballs. If you watch this film, you've seen that. There's other guys we'll watch, guys that are already on the roster. How about, let's see where Sammy Brown is today. Sammy Brown ended the season on fire last year. Ended up getting a lot of ACC Rookie of the Year stuff, Defensive Player of the Year, a lot of All-American Rookie, All-American freshman teams. He was on a lot of those. A lot of accolades for Sammy, and rightfully so. His production versus playing time, I think, is something to be looked at, because I mean, this kid is really, when he gets on the field, he's so productive. I've never seen a guy get almost like 65% of the time he's on the field, he's involved in the play. So that's Sammy, and let's see where he's at this year. Let's see where his head's at with a new defensive coordinator, with another mindset, with another goal, and maybe who knows if the whole defense has a hiccup stepping back trying to soak in Tom Allen's defense, or does it just click? I'm hearing that things are clicking really good over there on the defensive side of the ball at practice, so we'll see. Again, we're going to be limited to what we can see tomorrow, because they're not going to be doing full orange-white scrimmage type thing with two different offenses, defenses, and all that stuff. They're going to be more doing like a compelled combined scrimmage, 7-on-7 kind of stuff. Skelly, they're going to change it up. So we're going to see. We're all waiting to see what it's going to look like tomorrow. Another guy to talk about, transfer, Will Helt, the transfer defensive end from Purdue. A lot of good things being said about Will. He's everything they said he was when they got him in the recruiting process. So let's watch out for Will Helt tomorrow as well. Another guy you want to keep your eyes on. I mean, there's several other guys you can sit there and think about, guys. The offensive line has got some very talented kids that need to produce and need to see where they are at development-wise. There's several candidates on the offensive line to look out for tomorrow. I think the punting situation tomorrow. Look for who steps out as our punter tomorrow. No one knows right now. It's up in the air. There's a good competition going on for the punter. Let's see where we are with that one. Kicking, it looks like it's no problem. You're going to have your a freshman All-American come back in this year and be your kicker. We'll see how the backup kicking role goes there tomorrow. A lot of good things, man. Look forward to it. It's a spring game. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be in the upper 80s. It's only almost like summer, midsummer. So come in, enjoy yourselves as you come into town. Be careful if you're driving into town late in the morning. You get here tomorrow morning. But if you're coming in tonight, like I said, stop on by here at the Smoking Pig and join us. I'm telling you right now, there's people everywhere. The sun's just now setting over the trees. Folks are sitting here in the shade playing. Like I said, they're sitting here playing games from putt-putt over here to tossing the old bean bags around, and they're grabbing good food. It just smells everywhere. It permeates the air. The smell of great food right now. So, and I've got a great big old plate waiting for me when I get done. The guys always take care of me here at the Smoking Pig. Morris, the manager, who steps in here a little bit and gets on. He'll be on with us about 15 minutes. We'll talk to him about some stuff. But again, on football, man. Questions, guys, please be sure to ask us in that question section or in that comment section on Facebook, Twitter. DM us. It doesn't matter. IM us. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. And be sure that when you're talking to us, get specific, man. Ask us. We have no problem answering questions and letting you know what we know. Right now, looks like tomorrow, again, a glorified scrimmage. The way things are done now, you're going to see a different format than you've seen quite a bit. The format is going to be a little bit strange for all of us because, like I said, it's an adaptation from what we're normally used to. You're going to see staff. They had to rethink the traditional orange and white format with key players, sidelined. A quote from Sweeney: "We're not going to put out a full game on the roster we got right now." He said this on March 31st. It's about getting these guys reps, keeping them healthy, and letting the fans see what we're building. We'll produce it in-house, and it'll be a good day. So, again, that's very loose interpretation of what the format's going to be like tomorrow. Again, don't expect much as far as head-to-head, one-on-ones, twos-on-twos. It's going to be more of a skeleton scrimmage. I'm talking, if you ever seen one of these, it's like a 7-on-7 kind of thing. They'll break it in different formations and variations. From what I've heard, I don't know. Again, it's an unknown for all of us. We'll find out tomorrow. And again, stay tuned to Clemson Sports News, our Twitter feed, our Facebook feeds, and our Instagram feeds. We'll have plenty of game photos as it's going along, updates as to what we've seen, and we'll update you as to what we've heard as far as the injury front and other players like that. But a lot of players wearing yellow and green jerseys tomorrow, which means they're not going to play. Again, we just briefly went over that. But a lot of good stuff going on. Now let's go talk a little bit about our basketball team. We lost a lot of players after a very successful season, 27-7, best season win total wise in Clemson basketball history. You can debate on whether it's the best season ever in Clemson basketball. There's a couple of us that think back in the 80s and the late 70s, there was a couple teams that could compete for that name as the best ever. But win-wise, 27, best Clemson team ever. Lost a lot of pieces to graduation. You lost 2 unicorns in Ian Shefflin and Hunter. Both guys were here for 6 years. Very rare in this day and age in college basketball to keep a player around that long and develop them and turn them into, especially like a guy like in Shefflin's case, who in the last 2 years turned into an absolute piece that you could use anywhere in the country. And I'm pretty sure he had a lot of offers to go other places and stuck around and finished out his career here. But you lost Victor Lakem, a transfer who came in, and you might lose Travis Zachary. We'll see. Or Jaden Zachary, excuse me. Jaden Zachary is appealing a junior college year, trying to get it back. So he might be back next year. We'll find out. But in the meantime, all those losses, man. Everybody hit the portal on us. You had several guys hit the portal. But then again, you turn right around and you re-sign R.J. Godfrey. R.J. Godfrey was a great piece that left to go to Georgia last year. He transferred out. He transfers back in. R.J. Godfrey, amazing piece. Again, I got an article out this afternoon with all these on here. Nick Davidson, a rising star from Nevada. He's a 6'9" forward from Davidson. He committed to the Tigers and brings a blend of size, skill, scoring prowess. He averaged 12.8 points a game, 7.4 rebounds, and 54.1 from the field and 34.2 from three-point range. So this guy can shoot the ball. Just got another one in Carter Welling, 6'10" forward from Utah Valley. Welling was also a late commitment here. He was the WAC Player of the Year And he led the Wolverines in Welling. He averaged 11.2 points, 6.5 rebounds, 1.8 blocks per game, shooting 50% from the field. And this guy led, like I said, was getting major accolades in the Western Athletic Conference and on raw potential. It was what caught Clemson's eye. So there's 3 new pieces they've added, and get ready. They'll add about 3 or 4 more between now and basketball season. I'm sure they'll find them here shortly. You're going to see Brownell really quickly picking up, because as soon as this tournament ends, these other players are going to be hopping into the portal, and there'll be some pieces left to pick. Clemson still needs a good sharpshooter. They need a really good guy that can pop the ball from three-point range, and they need an athletic, lengthy guard to replace Hunter. You need a guy that's lengthy that can guard, because you're not going to find many Jaden Zacharys that are just absolutely beasts on defense like he was. So, if you don't get Zachary back, you'll have to replace that piece, because both of those guys were absolutely just absolutely on top of the defense on both sides of football, the basketball, but they could score. But the thing about them is they played tenacious defense all the way up and down the court. Watching Hunter and watching Zachary last year, it was refreshing to see that people are being pressured before they got to the midcourt line, and you're going to have to find someone that can replace Hunter with all that athleticism and that length. I think that's another piece you're going to have to find. Again, a sharpshooter and a guy with athleticism, I think, are still to be found in basketball. Now let's switch it over to baseball for a minute. Eric Bakich and the Tigers have really, really started out with a bang this year. I mean, we're already way into the season. The Tigers, just start out, I think when it started out 17-2 to start the season, got up there. And right now, Tigers, I think, are ranked 4th in the country. With some really quality wins. The weekend series win over Wake Forest in comeback fashion 2 weeks ago. Last weekend's win over Georgia Tech, also in comeback fashion. Great, gritty ways to win series in conference against 2 top 25 teams. Good stuff. I mean, you got to be very pleased. And I think the question coming into the season was the pitching, and now the pitching seems to be finding itself. Canuck, again, a great season. You can't keep you can't get a better pitcher in NCAA baseball than you got in Canuck. A lot of great things going on. The transfer portal had an instant impact this year. You saw guys coming in this year that made a difference. Guys like we've got guys like Cam Camarella. They're on this team that are projected as top 10 Major League Baseball picks next year. There's a lot of talent on this baseball team, and a lot of talent still to be developed on this baseball team. But again, just year 3 in Eric Bakich, and you're already seeing it. This guy has already got it, a plan, a program, and he's starting to build stability inside that program, which is starting to be found and heard outside of this program. Because you remember, when you have a coaching change, immediately the first question is going to be, what's the program going to be like now? Is it going to be the same Clemson? Is it still a Clemson man kind of place, or are they still using the whole Clemson theme? And with coach coming in from outside in like this to buy into what Clemson really is. Because remember, guys, the school and the town sells itself a lot of times. I mean, I see it in football recruiting all the time. I see kids that just don't want to go to the big bad school that in the big city or with a lot of eyeballs on it. They just want to come somewhere and chill, into a chill atmosphere, be able to go out and their friends and hit the lake, or drive up to the mountains and do some things, or drive down to the beach in a couple hours, and that's what Clemson provides, and there's a different kind of kid that comes to school, Clemson. We all know that. Okay. But Bakich just seemed to have bought into all that. He sells it. The way they've improved the facilities, the things they've done there, bringing in the bananas a few months back was great. We'll be covering that. That's coming up again later on this month. The bananas are going to be live at Memorial Stadium. It's sold out. We'll have our staff there covering that. But like I said, Bakich bringing the bananas in a few months back, bringing in the way they changed the bullpen for the opposing team and build the beer garden right up next to it to give it a little bit more of an intimidating and imposing atmosphere was just that brilliant move. Again, just infusing the ballpark in with more energy and more what's the word? Variety as far as fans go, because you got guys out there in the cheap seats. You got guys out there at the Cajun Cafe. You got guys out there in the bleachers. You got guys now over here pitching the bullpen for the opposing team at the beer garden. Yeah, lots of fun things going on. And I think the best thing I've seen they've done is when they come out and they celebrate our veterans by walking out and shaking hands to all the veterans. I think that was one of the coolest things I've seen anybody do in sports in quite a while. And hats off to Eric Bakich on that one. Again, baseball is just rolling right along. We just got an email just yesterday from the ACC for the ACC baseball tournament to go ahead and put our credentials in to get our staff up there to cover that. And it just shows you how we're just flying right along, baseball, just flying right along. But right now, the Tigers, 4th ranked in the country. You couldn't ask for much better than what they got going on there right now. I mean, Bakich has been on top of things since the day he got here. So, I mean, baseball really doing well. Now let's move over to softball. Again, another team that started out slow. Started out at the beginning of the season. They started out slow, went down to Florida, got handled a couple times by some SEC teams in a couple tournaments down there, but turned right around, and here they are. Tigers are right back. Rittman has got this team back in the hunt. They're coming home. They're winning all their series at home. They're winning ACC series. I think they're up to like maybe, let me see where they're at. Their rankings are 18th or 19th. Let me see here. Let's see where they're at. But, either way, with the way things are rolling right now for Rittman and crew, you thought with all the losses last year, losing all those key players, that they would take a step back. And they did at the beginning of the season. At the very beginning of the season, you saw them take that step back. But ever since, guys, it's been nothing but smooth sailing for these Tigers in softball. And it's been Rittman and his coaching style that really has really proven all this out. You watch Rittman and his team, and they seem to be really on top of things. Scoring is again their forte. This team knows how to score points, score runs. They have spent. I'm just telling you guys, they're 10-run ruling teams left and right as of the last couple of weeks, and it's been pretty fun to watch it go down over the last couple of weeks. But yeah, that's a great little thing. Track and field, another one. We got the women's track and field is 5th in the nation right now. And I run the dam up there at Clemson. There's the Earthen Dam. If you live in Clemson, everybody knows the Earthen Dam that runs across the lake there and crosses the highway, goes over back behind La Crosse and over behind the rowing facility onto the other side of the lake. I run that little dam about every day. And I run into coaches from football to baseball to wherever. I see coaches all the time up on that dam. We stop and talk. We'll talk about and compare notes about what I've talked about recruiting, that kind of thing. But I also see this track and field team every day. And I'm talking every day, winter, spring, summer. It doesn't matter. These kids are out there every day training. I mean, every morning I see these girls out there running their tails off. They train every single day for this. I don't care what the weather's like. And up to 5th in the nation. You got to be proud of that. Tennis, guys, men's tennis is up to 25th in the nation. You got a lot of good things going on campus right now. Lacrosse is ranked. I think they're around 19th in the country right now with a couple of really good program-defining wins involved. One, they beat Syracuse here at home. Lots of good stuff going on there. When you're in town tomorrow, there's a lot of our sponsors I want you to visit. There's P-Shop, Palmetto, Smokehouse, and Oyster Bar. Those guys are located right across from Riggs Field, the soccer stadium, right there on the corner next to TD's. It's P-Shop. That's Palmetto, Smokehouse, and Oyster Bar. Amazing food right there in downtown Clemson. Then there's the Zen Den up there in downtown Clemson. It's located right above the hair salon right downtown. You look up there, there's the Zen Den. Great smoke vape shop up there. Great little bar area to go up there and sit down and watch the games and stuff. That's a great place to go downtown, visit those guys as well. Again, we're here tonight, again, at the Smoking Pig. Smoking Pig here in Pendleton. It is absolutely a beautiful night. The sun is just now starting to crawl down behind the trees, and you can see the folks there. I'd say there's about, like I said, 150 out here in the courtyard. They're out here playing putt golf, and they're out here tossing the old bean bags around, playing cornhole. Waiting to go inside and eat. There's a waiting, you can never come here and go right in. It's always so packed. You have to sit out here and wait for a minute or two before you go in. Lucky for me, I get my plate to go tonight. Morris, the general manager, should be joining me up in just a moment, anytime now. He should be coming up and talking to us. And when Morris comes up, we'll talk about, what's going on here at Smoking Pig. Wiseman, I tell you something that's always going on here in Mr. Deaver's places is great food. Like I said, we have our media dinner at Dabo's house. I've been covering the team since 2009 now. But I've been to Dabo's house numerous times, and every single time that we go for the media dinner, he brings the smoking pig in for catering. And Miss Kathleen will always make us her famous bread pudding using Krispy Kreme donuts. Those things are absolutely scary how good they are. I mean, she makes that plate. I'll take it home to go, and I'll just nibble at it because it's so fattening. But it's amazing. She makes a bread pudding. And she'll make it using Krispy Kreme donuts, and it's freaking amazing. That's Kathleen. But Smoking Pig. Again, Mr. Devers, he's got this places in Anderson. He's got one in Easley, and he's got this one right here on 76 going into Clemson. And again, he got an absolute amazing scene right now playing out with a gorgeous sunset going behind the clouds. It's over there on the other side of Oconee County, and the folks here are sitting here with the old barbecue sign flashing on the highway there. Folks out here enjoying themselves, kids rolling around in the grass, folks reading their text messages over here, taking selfies, playing hopscotch. Again, cornhole. There's like 7 or 8 cornhole matches going on. A putt center over here. And here comes Morris now. Looks like we got Mr. Morris coming up right now. He's coming up, and he's going to join us. Come on over here, Mr. Morris. Let me switch these cameras so everybody can see you. I'm going to swap that camera. There you are. I see. There you are. So Morris here. Good to see you again, Mr. Morris.
Hey, it's good to see you again, Gary. Happy to have me on.
Morris is the general manager here. Been for a while. He's Mr. Devers' right arm. I'm gonna tell you right now, Mr. Devers don't do anything without him. And I called Mr. Devers the other day and said, "Hey, we'll come do a show next Friday." He goes, well, "I got to check with Morris." So believe me, this man matters over here. But if you ever come over here and want to come and hang out, come up here and talk to Morris. But Morris, tell me about this platform we're on. What you got going on here?
So we got right here, this is a private venue. It's available for rent for certain times, depending on what you're trying to get. It seats roughly 50 to 60, depending on what you got. We got some outside wings as well that seat another 20 to 30.
So you got about 100 people you can put up here on this upper. It's like an upper deck that looks over the top and over the entire courtyard. It's a great view up here, guys. And like I said, right now, there's an amazing sunset. Like I said, there's probably about 100 people out here waiting, sitting around here looking for something to eat. But they're all out here waiting to go in. They're playing putt-putt. They're playing cornhole. They're over here hanging out by the fire pit. Beautiful day. Morris, I'll be honest with you. What's the tailgate packages that you guys have got? Tomorrow, I can send some folks over here and say, "Hey, ask for this package." Do you have one?
Yes, we do have a tailgate. We got a few tailgate packages depending on what you're trying to feed. Like I said, it kind of ranges from 10 to 100 people. We even have catering packages that are a little different than tailgates. It includes different types of food, but we cover it all.
Well, like I say, if I wanted to get a tailgate package for tomorrow for 15 or 20 people, what would be a good time to call it in tonight, in the morning? What's a good time? How much prep time do you need on that?
You can call it in the morning. You can show up and order it right then and there. We'll always make it work. Yes,
wow,
sir.
So you can just roll up in here. Hey, I need 15 people. How do I feel?
Yes, sir.
100 people, you do the same?
Need a little more time on that, but I can always pull something off for sure.
Yeah, okay. I was just talking about, how many times I've been over to Dabo's house we have a media dinner. Every year he has a media, and every year that van's out front.
Always
out front for that.
Yes,
he probably calls y'all in probably a little bit more than that too. I can imagine.
Definitely does. There's some times in between for sure.
Yeah.
Sir.
You ever had I was talking about Miss Kathleen's bread pudding. You ever had that?
I have. It's some good stuff.
Yeah, I was talking about that stuff's fattening as heck, man.
Amazing.
Yeah, but it's pretty good.
Amazing job on it.
Yeah. So I told you about you got to make it with the Krispy Kreme donuts. That's the only way she'll make it.
Spot on.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah, it's scary.
Every time.
Yeah, she'll give me a bowl. I'm like, I'll sit there. I just got to eat all. I stick stuffing a plate full of y'all's food, and I'm going, wait a minute, I got no room for this.
Yeah, exactly. I get the biggest spoon I can find and just go at it. It's so good.
I take it home and I just nibble at it a little bit at a time. Yeah, enjoy it. But yeah, man, let me ask you this.
Of course.
What's the dessert? Do you guys have desserts here?
So we do. Right now we have a seasonal cobbler that is strawberry, which we don't run very long. Typically we run that one maybe a month or so.
Wow.
It's probably one of our most popular ones, but it's also
great question, because I never thought to ask it. And I want you to include a dessert tonight in my meal.
I'll hook you up for sure.
You know me, I'm a meat on meat guy.
Yes, sir.
Is there any cornbread down there?
So we just stopped that last week. We run that January through March. So
wow.
Cornbread and collard stopped just last weekend.
Okay, and what's the cool thing on? If that stop, what's on?
So right now we got, like I said, seasonal ones on strawberry. We also have a broccoli salad that we don't run very long either, and it's also our seasonal.
Okay. Another good question. The other locations. I know you got the Easley.
Yes, sir.
The original one in Anderson, and there's another one in Anderson, if I'm not mistaken, or two, right?
So there's one in Anderson on Highway 81. There's one in Williamston as well. Williamston was our second location.
Right.
Easley being the third, and the one on Highway 81 in Anderson being the fourth.
What this one was? This was what, the second, third?
This is the first one.
This was the first one. This is the very first one. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I was going to tell you, the changes that you guys have made over here the last couple of years have just turned this in. What it reminds me of, and I'm a German kid. I was born in Germany, German beer garden.
It very much so.
It reminds you of a German beer garden where everything's centered around one place, but it's so convenient, and you haven't lost that feel of being at home. It's
exactly, and that's one thing we always try to maintain. Whenever he built this, it was always his type of idea to make sure that we maintain that family restaurant feel.
Yeah, and that's still here. Yeah. It's still here. I mean, I still see the pig out there on top of the back of the pickup truck in the back. Back here. And it's funny when I was doing all we create a lot of AI artwork for you guys, and when I do it, he always tells me, "Hey, always try to include that pig in the back of the truck." I even did it in this latest one I did. Did you see it?
He loved that pig on the back of the truck.
Yeah. Something about Mr. Devers and his pig in the back of the truck. So I always make sure to include that in our artwork we do for him. But he's great to talk to. I love talking to Mr. Devers, and I love the whole place. I mean, it's a point of pride at Clemson Sports News to have you guys as one of our sponsors. And when it comes to like you guys and Ingalls and maybe like Benson Ford, a couple others that really we Oakway Tractor, another one that we really love a lot. We got like 50 some odd sponsors, but we always gravitate back to this place.
Indeed, yes, sir.
And it's not just because it smells so good, but it's always it feels good. It feels right here, It's comfortable. Like I said, I look out here and I see people just having a good time. It's everybody. So you hear nothing but happy. You can hear it in the microphones. You can hear all the kids out here running around, having fun. Again, it's a warmer than normal day this time of year.
Indeed.
And what about tomorrow? What do you expect? What time you open tomorrow?
So we open at normal time at 11 tomorrow. We'll close at 9. We expect some big crowds, obviously, from the spring game being in town.
Right.
Spring Jubilee is going on in Pendleton, so we're definitely prepared for that as well. So we're going to have some big time crowds in here tomorrow for sure.
And again, talk about who to talk to about this space here when you want to rent it. The guys, I'm going to tell you, it's got a covered, air-conditioned space in here, and you've got these outside patios. It's absolutely an amazing space to have a corporate meeting or a church meeting or sports groups. I would say like, your sports teams come up here and do their little trophy ceremonies, that kind of thing. Great place for that. Who do they talk to about that and the catering to be brought in if they want to bring catering in?
Yes, sir. So honestly, you'll contact my catering manager who can handle all that for you. Her name's Deetra. Phone number 864-787-7827.
You guys got that name, Deetra.
787-7827.
There you go, Deetra. And she will take care of you on the home if you want catering brought to your business, your home, your church, or anything. Right. They got that. And again, up here, this area that we're sitting on right now, absolute great space. Again, inviting is the word I would give it to it.
You got a walkout balcony, got a few TVs inside as well.
Yeah,
it's a good space.
It's a great space for all. I tell you, birthday parties probably do well here.
We've had some really good ones in here. Yeah. We've had birthday parties, retirement parties, family reunions, you name it. We've had it all.
So, and you can just cater this whole room separately with a different. You get it's a different whole thing, right? You come
Correct.
in. Can you get your own bartender up here?
So you get your own server up here.
Get your own server up here. Okay.
Get your own server.
Get your own server. Well, there's a bar right below you, so it doesn't really matter. It's just like 20 feet. Just drop a cup down, maybe fill it up.
Drop a cup down by a string. We'll try and toss it back up to you.
Or a bucket. A bucket on a string. Send me up 6 more.
Indeed.
But anything else you guys got going on coming up here soon? I know one of our other sponsors is Denver Downs, the farm down the road. You guys are like right here across the street from each other. They got a lot of stuff coming with Easter. You got anything coming up with Easter?
Not a ton. We got a lot of activities going on around us that really make us busy.
Like that.
Yes, sir. Our next biggest thing is probably Clemson graduation. We've already have a ton of pre-orders.
Oh, I can imagine. Oh, yeah. Well, I bet this space is probably already
booked. Space is rented out. I know of 2 days. I think that Thursday and Friday it's already rented out. I think that Saturday is still open. But it's rented out completely that Friday and Saturday so far. Yeah. And how's your little brother doing? I know he came up a little while ago. Hey, I thought I had him on peripheral. I didn't know it was you. I thought it was you. But that's my twin brother. Yeah. We look a lot alike. He's doing good. He's down there running around taking care of everything while I'm up top up here doing this. Yeah. Family affair. Again, I'm gonna tell you guys, you got to ask for Morris when you come here. He is the man. Here, Mr. Devers owns it. It's his place, but he runs it. Been here 12 years. I love every minute of it. He's a great guy to work for.
Well, I'm just gonna tell you, man. I can see it.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? I feel it. When me and Mr. Devers struck our deal last year, it was like talking to family.
Correct. Yes, sir.
I mean, I got a feeling when he accepts you, he accepts you.
Yeah, he's an amazing individual. Yeah. For him and his whole family, they do.
And I'm again, just want you to tell him again when you see him again how much pride we take in having you guys as part of our team, because
100%.
we love you guys a lot. We want to do a lot more for you guys here in the future and keep this relationship going with you guys. But man, Morris, good talking to you again.
You too.
Anything you want to tell those Clemson fans?
On y'all, let's go ahead and make sure this is a really good year for us. Go Tigers.
What do you think about this coming spring game? What you looking forward to? Is there anything you're looking
I'm
forward
looking
to?
forward to see some really good wide receiver play. We've had some really good guys step up last year, and I want to see that continue to keep going.
I was talking about Tristan Smith, the new guy in the mix coming in today. You know, the 6'5", 215-pound kid.
Absolute dog.
Yeah, that's the guy we're looking at. And anybody else?
I want to see Antonio Williams make sure he gets that leadership role. I want to see that continue on. He's doing such a good job of leading those young guys in that wide receiver room.
That's a great comment. Yeah, I agree with that. I tell you, I told the guys earlier, I think one of the guys we're looking forward to tomorrow is Gideon Davidson, the running back.
Yeah,
I think that he's going to be the top dog coming out in the spring and probably out of the fall, the way it's looking.
For sure.
And then I want to see the two transfers against Tristan Smith, and we'll help see how they do.
That's it. Yep.
And with the absence of so many players from tomorrow because of injury, there's a lot of guys going to get to step up, especially in the offensive line. I'd like to see what happens there.
I agree there. Yeah, it's good for a lot of times when them heal up during spring, so it's not the worst time to have an injury. Like I said, just go out there and not have any injuries.
I got a good question for you.
Of course.
How many players and coaches do you see roll up in here?
I see a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. Every weekend I see a good bit of them.
See, that's what people don't realize when you live in our area. We live so close and so tight. Clemson and Pendleton are like on top of each other.
Very much on top of each other.
So when these kids come out, we can learn a lot that you guys will never hear about.
Oh, yeah. All the time.
Believe me, we're whispering with each other. When we go off the air, we'll probably whisper a few couple things that you guys will never hear about.
Indeed. I have a ton of signatures in there for everybody that stops in, so I make sure they.
But they always come in for what? The good food, right?
Oh,
yeah. That's what brings them in the door.
Always.
Yeah. I mean, I'm literally watching the parking lot. It just turns itself over. It's on the other side, and you just watch the parking lot turn itself over and over here as people leave and come and go and go. And you guys are open till what time tonight?
Up until 9.
Up until 9. That's amazing. Okay. I don't know too many barbecue places are open until 9 o'clock at night.
Indeed, but what's crazy is a lot of times we're on a long wait like this. We keep rolling until we run out of food. So
well, listen,
we're here.
You need to run on back and get my plate. All right, and then hook me up with a special dessert.
I heard that. I'll be sure to hook you up.
All right, I got to finish the rest of the show. Talk to these folks. Y'all say hey to Morris one more time. Say goodbye. And Mr. Morris, we'll see you soon.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all so much for having me. If y'all got any questions, just let us know.
All right, guys. That was Morris, the general manager here at Smoking Pig. He is absolutely in charge of this joint, that's for sure. Great guy, a great conversation, always a good time with Morris. He'll take care of you. Just come over here, ask for Mr. Devers or Morris, the owner or the general manager. They'll do anything they can to take care of you. You will not find a more accommodating a place, a venue for. Like I said, this upstairs we're at right now, this container area, they've got a container area and it's raised up in the air here. And it's beautiful, man, with these two decks on it, overlooking everything, and everybody's just enjoying themselves. Again, there's probably 25, 30 kids down here playing cornhole, just having a blast. They're just running around playing putt-putt, rolling through the grass, folks walking around with the to-go orders, people everywhere, getting ready for tomorrow's spring game, enjoying themselves. You can, again, not enjoy yourself here at the Smoking Pig here in Pendleton, South Carolina, on Highway 76 between Anderson and Clemson, right here as you pull into Pendleton. But going back to sports and spring, a lot going on. We've been doing our best to keep up with everything here this spring on Clemson Sports News. Again, I want you to pay attention tomorrow, spring game. Be sure that you watch our social media feeds. All day long tomorrow, we'll be updating from the Memorial Stadium, from John Garrison, our photographer, and from Charles Latham, Charlie, our newest beat writer, will be there in the press box. We'll have updates from those guys all day long explaining what's going on. Charlie will be there to get the interviews after the game from Dabo Swinney and the players, and we'll have some wrap-up articles up on the website tomorrow night to go along with a photo gallery from John, so you guys can see all these new players and player changes and see what they look like in their uniform this year. We'll try to get some video clips up if we can. No video tomorrow, no game online, no football. It's not going to be televised. It will be a tape delay, televised onto the ACC network later on this month, I think, from what I've heard. Other than that, first time in a long time we haven't had spring game televised. And this is all on Dabo. Dabo wanted to do it this way, and then we're going to trust the coach. Then he knows what he's doing here. Again, it's an abbreviated version. The format has changed. It will not be what we're normally used to. We'll just keep saying that over and over so everybody doesn't get their bent out of shape tomorrow when they realize that it's not going to be the normal spring game, and it's not going to take 4 hours. It's not going to take 3 hours. It's not going to take you're going to probably see 2 hours. It'll be done. But expecting a good crowd in town. If it's any gauge what we got going on here tonight, it should be a pretty big crowd because as of right now, this is a pretty busy place right now. A lot of folks here. I'd say, like I said, there's about 100 people now waiting to go inside. There's always a waiting list here on the weekends to get in So, and again, more like you said, tomorrow, if you're coming into town and you guys want to get yourself a to-go platter to take to your tailgates, to your friends, just be sure to stop on by so they can accommodate you as you walk in. You can walk in, order up 10, 15 plates to go. They got you covered. Amazing food. I can't wait to get home tonight to eat mine. So he'll bring that up here shortly. Not much going on this weekend. We've got a baseball series going out, softball playing, I think. And we got a couple of the Olympic sports working their way this weekend. Gymnastics is in the middle of the NCAA tournament. They just got through with a winning match over, I want to say Purdue. I'm not quite sure on that one. I have to go back and check. But gymnastics has gotten themselves into the tournament, doing well. They won their first match. They're in Alabama. I think this Birmingham is where this is taking place. We'll have to get a story up on that here shortly and update you guys on gymnastics. But a lot going on. Been a great day here. Again, keep your eye out for us. We're going to open up a new. It's going to be a semi-daily Tiger Tidbits is what we're calling it. Tiger Tidbits. And what we're going to do is you'll see little 5-minute video clips of us updating you on the daily news every 2 to 3 days as we go into the graduation. Because you remember, graduation is coming up next month here in Clemson. And other than baseball, everything else will power down. Baseball will stick around till like June, and then it'll be done. And then we'll have July, which will be, we'll cover football camps and things like that. It'll be a slow month, but then we're back in August. We're right back to covering football, and here we go again. But in the meantime, we're going to start this thing called Tiger Tidbits. Look for these online video tidbits of information that I'll pop up, and you'll see us on this screen here from Tiger, from Howard's Rock, and the Pawcast, and you'll see us pop up from time to time during the week. And if you do, click on us. Be sure you share us. Be sure you comment, like us, and be sure to visit our sponsors. Go to ClemsonSportsNews.com, folks. It's the only free website that's 24/7, 365 Clemson coverage, and it's absolutely free. No donor areas, no VIP areas, no Google ads running around on your laptop or on your computer and on your phone, driving you nuts. And you can actually read the type on our website. It's not micro-sized. So you guys, ClemsonSportsNews.com. We are located in Clemson. We're 8 years old, founded in 2017. This company is mine. And we run it from right here in Tigertown, from a Clemson man to Clemson fans. And with that being said, guys, we're going to say goodnight tonight. Thanks a lot for tuning in to Clemson Sports News and Howard's Rock, the podcast, from right here in Pendleton, South Carolina, and the Smoking Pig Barbecue. We want to say thank you once again for the hospitality from Mr. Devers, the owner, and the general manager, Mr. Morris. Guys, once again, go Tigers, and be sure to drive safe tomorrow, coming in out of town. And when you get here, enjoy yourselves.